Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. Now tomorrow, of course, a preview for Leeds versus Middlesbrough is out. I'm sure we're going to get some lovely comments for that one. But for right now, Newport versus Borough, this is the last thing we have to mention on that game that goes down as an absolute disaster on Tuesday night. And it is, of course, the player ratings. Now, pretty much, these ratings aren't going to take very long. Everyone's got a below 5 rating, let's be real. We did make all 3 substitutions as well. Of course, Fletcher came on, Gested came on, and Raji Van Lapada came on, and they didn't do a lot. Do you know what? The whole team didn't do a lot. Let's be completely real here. Let's get straight into it. Dan Randolph was obviously dropped. Dimmy went in goal. And to be fair to him, if it wasn't for him pulling off the saves that he did pull off, I know we conceded 2, and he maybe should have got to the first one a bit better than what he did. But if it wasn't for him making the saves that he made throughout that game, we could have lost that game. And I'm not exaggerating when I say it. 4 or 5-0. It was a possibility. They had chances in the first half. Remember, one clean-cut chance, or should I say 2. One where we went across the box. I think it cleared off the line. And the other one was a header, which obviously Dimmy had to go to his left-hand side and push it away for. So there's 2 chances that could have gone in, but the thing because Dimmy was in the goal. So there you go. So, you know, it could have been 4-0. That's what I'm saying. So Dimmy, his rating, I'd probably give the guy a 6. I thought, if it wasn't for him pulling off the saves that he pulled, I know we conceded 2 and lost the game, but you got to think the goalkeeper was still there, trying to save the shots that he did, and to be fair to him, he saved a couple that kept the score down, let's be real. So, Dimmy for me gets a 6. The back 5, I mean, people trying to say the back 4, I thought it was the back 5. Paddy McNair was in there, Flint, Ayala, Fry, and George Friend. We're starting with Paddy McNair, got pulled off at half time. One reason why, the guy did very, very little. He isn't a right back, I get that, he's a midfielder, I understand that, but at times, if he was playing centre mid, well, half time, drifting to a right back position, it's just how we've seen it on the night of the game. So Paddy McNair for me gets a 4, very, very poor display. Aidan Flint was the next one, again, very, very disappointed by his performance. Listen, I'm disappointed by everyone's bloody performance Tuesday night. Aidan Flint gets a 4. Daniel Ayala, for me, on their first goal, he's backing off. Daniel Ayala, just run to him, try and get the ball from him. Daniel Ayala will get a 3. Dale Fry, who seemed to drift into right back, obviously after Van Lapada came on, which was obviously made sense. It was then a back 4. He was trying up and down the right-hand side. I'll give him a 5. George Friend down the left, kept trying to cut inside. Wasn't really working out for him. I'll give him a 4. Adam Clayton's the next one, and Adam Clayton, after made a gesture to what he did to obviously opposing fans, has nothing really to do with his rating in terms of his performance on the pitch, but he didn't do a lot on the pitch, if I'm honest with you, and again, disappointing. I know he kept playing the long ball sort of forward and trying to pick out a man, but it wasn't doing anything, Adam. It wasn't doing a lot, mate, and like I say, we had the luxury of seeing him pass forward for the first time in a long time, but Adam Clayton, for me, will get a 3. Lewis Wing had a shot in the second half, went over the bar. If he kept it down, he could remember he's got it on target. It was probably one of his worst games in a Buddha shirt, in my opinion. It wasn't the Lewis Wing that we are used to seeing, if I'm quite honest with you. So Lewis Wing will get a 4. Johnny Austin's the next one. He tried, and he was trying this, that, and the other. But to be honest with you, again, when he was on the ball, things weren't happening for him. Johnny Austin, you're going to get a 4 from me. Besson Bolonga obviously got pulled off for Rudy Gested or Ashley Fletcher, whichever one you want to pick off, because, you know, both strikers went off. 2 new ones came on. So Besson Bolonga for me, again, you know what I mean, he had a man next to him, he got probably pushed out to the left-hand side, but again, didn't do an awful lot, so we probably get a 4. Jordan Uga got pulled off. He hit the post, but that was about all he did, if I'm honest with you. That's about all he did. The 2 strikers, people saying they didn't get much service. Did they try and find the spaces, try and get the service, etc. Jordan Ugill gets a 4 as well. These are all below 5 because how can I rate you any higher? We went out to a League 2 side with mid-table and it was just a dire game. Let's go for the next one then. So obviously the lads that came on, Van Lapada came on at half time. He was like a ghost. Don't even barely seeing any of him. He didn't do hardly anything for us. So Van Lapada, again, disappointed performance. I'm going to give him a 4. Rudy Gested came on and the guy did nothing. He was offside twice. It wasn't the best that we've seen Rudy Gested. I'm going to give the guy a 2. And Ashley Fletcher came on again, tried and do this, that and the other. Went to the left-hand side, went to the right-hand side. But again, couldn't do an awful lot, so he's going to get a 3. If you think them sort of ratings were harsh, let me know in the comment section. Let me know what are your ratings on the Butter team. I can't rate them any higher. The game was one of the worst ones I've seen for a long time. Even thinking back to it now just depresses me. As you can hear, obviously you can hear from the tone of my voice, it isn't exactly a happy A.J.T. I'm glad this is the last thing that we ever have to talk about the horrendous night in the FA Cup. And like I say, people say it wasn't our night. Well, Butter didn't even turn up for it, let's be real. You can say it wasn't our night, I can just say it's absolutely appalling. And I'll go with option B. Say a massive game on Saturday. Hopefully there's a turnaround somewhere and hopefully something happens for us. Like I said, you know what I mean? No, it's a tough game Saturday. It's really tough. And like I said, my Leeds are bringing an amazing following down. About 4,500 of them. So, you know what I mean? They're going to be loud. They're going to be, obviously, you know, they're going to get behind their team. The preview for the Leeds game will be out tomorrow as well. But for right now, that's been the player ratings. Let me know your ratings down below in the comment section. And I will catch you guys next time. Up the Butter.